everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for the next step of the relic weapons. Oh god, okay, well at least we're past the most tedious step, so it should be relatively smooth sailing from here on. Not actually. It's still going to be rather grind heavy, but it's not going to be nearly as bad as the books, I think. Hi, Jelzon! What do you got for me for our next step of the relic weapons? Jelzon has the look of a hungry wolf as he eyes your relic weapon. Greetings, my dear assistant. I trust your enhanced relic is serving you well. Yet know that we are but halfway to recreating the mighty arm described in the legend of the Zodiac Braves. Your weapon can house power even greater than now, and I believe that this power can be obtained through the use of materia. As is my wont, I have dabbled in these peculiar stones and acquired a rudimentary knowledge of their workings. With my limited grasp of the subject matter, I have gleaned that already being laden with soul energy, your relic cannot be enhanced via conventional materia melding. An alternate method is required, and for this we shall need to consult the experts. If you desire to wield a mightier weapon, you would do well to seek Mutamix, the goblin credited with bringing the secrets of materia to Eorzea. He and his students are said to be camped at a place called the Bonfire in central Thanalan, though you doubtless already knew this. Alright! We're going to use materia and Mutamix in order to further enhance the weapon. Let's get moving. Alright, Mutamix, hello, it's been a while. If you've forgotten, Mutamix is found just north of Blackbrush Station in central Thanalan. So Mutamix, I need your assistance. I have the most interesting weapon here, and I need to figure out how to get materia into it. Psh, Skull. What brings Uplander to tent ring of Mutamix bubbly pots? Uplander has fighty tool already filled with airy self, wishes it to gain power of materia. Shh, Uplander has difficult desire. Such knowings do not exist. Yet. Mutamix has new underlearner, made of Huberton. Huberton seeks to outdraw power of materia, but is having brain blocks muchly. If Uplander gives lent hand to Huberton, brain blocks may be broken, yes? Alright, Huberton? How can I help you with your research? Because your research can help me. God, why won't it work? Why won't you bond, damn you? Forgive me my outburst adventure. I've hit a proverbial wall in my research and it has driven me nigh insane. What? You've been working with a man from Raddet Han? And this Hanish alchemist has you infusing your relic with soul energy? And now you'd seek to further enhance it with materia? Huzzah, the builder be praised for guiding your steps to me. Ahem. Begging your pardons, adventure. The prospect of a breakthrough so excited me, I quite took leave of my propriety. My name is Huberton, and I have but recently joined the Carriers of the Cauldron. I seek to overcome the limits of advanced materia melting, also known as secret joining skill. As you may already be aware, an object can safely host only a limited number of materia. But by extracting the soul energy held within the stones and converting it into light, we may circumvent this constraint. Or so my theory goes. While I have succeeded in transferring this light energy to a transitory medium, all attempts to then have it bond with equipment have ended in dismal failure. I had all but given up hope when you arrived. Your soul-infused relic, I believe, is an ideal vessel for this light energy, and with the revolutionary techniques possessed by Master Jelzon, I am confident that our efforts will bear fruit. Our efforts, I say, for we share the self-same goal. I trust you shan't object to a collaboration, and so without further ado, I bid you fetch me enchanted ink. Not any enchanted ink, mind you, but one that boasts superior ethereal conductivity. The ink is central to our endeavor, but I have recently depleted my stores. For a blessing, it would seem that it can be had at Revenant Soul from a merchant named Rowena. Why are you frowning? Did I say something inappropriate? If so, please accept my apologies. My mother always said I lacked tact, but to return to the matter at hand, for our purposes, I must have no less than 3 bottles of ink. Pray return here when you have procured the requisite amount. Alright, I'll go deal with Rowena. Well, you better not charge me for this. I'm already putting my neck out on line for you. You should feel lucky I'm willing to continue to help you. Alright. Rowena? God damn it. I had hoped to not see you again for at least a little while, but... God damn it. I hate her so much. Okay, then. Hi there, Rowena. I need superior ethereal conducting ink if you have it. Well, if it ain't my best customer, what's your fancy today, then? Ink. Ink with superior ethereal conductivity, you say? Ha! Ain't nothing ever simple with you, eh? Well, it just so happens the shipment arrived from Thavner not 3 days ago. Ariana can fix you up with the stuff. We've got plenty in stock so long as you've got the elegant tomestones of poetics to exchange for them. Oh, and in case you're wondering, you won't find it elsewhere in Eorzea. I make a point of being the sole supplier for whatever it is I sell. That's just good business, see? What do you do to the other merchants who try to sell it? What do you do to them? Rowena, what do you do to them? I don't trust her. I fully believe she assassinates her competition. That seems like the kind of thing she would do. I do not trust her. I hate this. I absolutely detest her. Like, literally, most of her employees are literal debt slaves to her, so I would not put it past her. Okay, let's see. Superior Enchanted Ink, we need 3. Thank you. Back to Huberton. Alright, Huberton, I return, and I have for you the ink. Ah, you're back. Have you acquired 3 bottles of Superior Enchanted Ink? I have. You should feel lucky that I'm willing to talk to you. Now you don't know any better. You don't know any better. It's not your fault. It's not your fault, Huberton. Yes, this shall serve our purposes perfectly. With this ink, I shall draw arcanimal patterns of power upon parchment to create a sphere scroll, the medium for storing materia derived light energy. This, my friend, is the key to raising your relic to the next level of might. We want for but the catalyst by which the power of materia may be converted into light and infused into the scroll. A rare stone known as Alexandrite. Being a variety of dark matter, Alexandrite possesses light-altering properties. When placed beneath a light source, it bursts into dazzling displays of colors. Owing to its singular beauty, Alexandrite was highly prized by ancient civilizations, and so nigh every natural deposit has been exhausted. However, the stone is known to emerge amongst hidden treasures. We just need to know where to look. It may behoove us to consult dealers of artifacts from bygone eras. Gods, I cannot recall when last I felt so invigorated. Many and more things remain to be done, but any sort of progress is better than none. Give me but a moment to gather my thoughts, and I shall resume my explanation. Okay, sphere scrolls may be obtained from Huberton in exchange for bottles of superior enchanted ink. In total, if you want to do all 10 weapons, you need 30 bottles of enchanted ink. So that's 30 by 75 poetics. No, sorry. 30 by 25 poetics, it's 75 per weapon. That's 750 poetics to get all the enchanted ink you need. Not too bad. Each sphere scroll can be infused with up to 5 types of materia. Please note, however, that certain restrictions apply to quantity and variety. Furthermore, due to the unstable nature of materia-derived light energy, infusion attempts are known to fail occasionally. Furthermore, each infusion requires the use of a catalyst known as Alexandrite. Alexandrite is yielded from treasure coffers whose locations are marked on mysterious maps. I don't know why I'm having trouble with being tongue-tied this morning. Mysterious maps can be obtained from Oriana at Revenant Soul in exchange for elegant tomestones. Completing a certain quest will also earn you a map. Alexandrite may also be obtained, albeit at a low probability, by participating in fates while equipped with your relic weapon, Animus or beyond. Okay, we can get it from fates, we can get it from mysterious maps. We're gonna primarily be doing mysterious maps. Now then, Huberton. I need the rest of the explanation on exactly what we need to do. Huberton can barely contain its excitement at the prospect of enhancing your relic weapon Animus. Using the superior enchanted ink you bring, I shall prepare a sphere scroll bearing arcanimal patterns for enhancing your relic. Your task will then be to acquire suitable varieties of materia, along with the pieces of Alexandrite by which to convert and infuse their spiritual energy. When the sphere scroll is fully infused, the time will be ripe for its power to be bonded with your relic. The overseeing of this final step I shall leave to Master Jalzahn. Now, as you go about infusing materia, you may well undergo a change of heart. If you wish to have any infusion removed, bring the skull in question to me, and I will see the deed done. Lastly, pray relay to Master Jalzam that all that you have learned from me, his wealth of knowledge, I believe, will be instrumental to our success. Alright, and yes, we already got that explanation, thank you. Then, next up we're heading back to Jalzam to report in. Alright, Jalzam, I return with good news. We've got great leads on how to progress in building up our relic weapon. Welcome back, my friend. By your triumphant expression, I take it you have found a way to enhance your relic with materia. Yeah, we need to convert it into light with Alexandrite. Converting the spiritual energy into light for collective transference? A truly inspired idea. While I am not one to count my dodos before they hatch, based on my experience, I'm quietly confident that this method shan't disappoint. Now, depending on the varieties of materia used, I expect that your weapon's properties may undergo change. Precisely in what manner, I cannot say until the infusion process is complete. Go forth and infuse the sphere scroll as per young Hubertin's instructions. When you have accomplished this task, bring the scroll to me and I shall see to bonding its light energy with your relic. Likewise, if you desire to know how your weapon will evolve, present it to me along with the scroll and I shall divine for you the answer. Alright, thank you! Once we have fully infused the sphere scroll, we bring it to Jalzam to get the next step of our relic weapons. Please note that the process will replace the weapon's attributes with those that were infused in the sphere scroll. The attributes strength, dexterity, vitality, intelligence, and mind will be raised to a value befitting a gear of item level 110. Attributes that remain, all secondary attributes, will be fully replaced, emphasize replaced, with the ones infused into the sphere scroll. In the case of the Thyrus Animus and Omnilix Animus, base direct hit rate will not be replaced. Every other secondary stat will be, though. Your stats, your substats will be entirely determined by what materia you put in the sphere scroll. I need to emphasize this. Alright then. We have full control over the strength of our weapons then, over what stats they have. That's neat. They're very customizable. I love that about relic weapons. They are always very customizable at a certain step in the process. Now then, I do believe we have a familiar face here. One who, may be willing and able to give us some help in finding those mysterious maps that may lead to the Alexandrite. Eldwine, treasure hunter extraordinaire, appears somewhat out of sorts. Bah, nothing's worth a damn. Just stupid bloody rock. Again. Ain't good for half a pint of pish. Fire God's buttocks, if you ain't the inspired treasure hunter from Bronze Lake, what brings you here, friend? Wait, don't tell me. You was drawn to the sweet smell of treasure, ain't that right? Well then, treat your nostrils to this. A mysterious map what points to the way to an ancient cache of untold worth. Now, I know what you're thinking. Only a fool would reveal such lucrative information to others. And I ain't no fool, but I like your venture, and I want you to have this map. The very last one. Problem is, me ma collects them. Why? I don't remember. But if I don't give them to her, she'll flog me bloody. You wouldn't want me to get flogged bloody, would you? Of course not. You're a good short, that's plain to see. You wants to help Eldwine, and you can do just that by running the map over to Ma over at Revenant's Toll. Ringwand's her name. Who knows, when she sees you, she might be if she takes a liking to you and let you have the map. Don't quote me on that, though. May the gods speed your way, venture, and while they're at it, they can speed mine too. For lots of treasure and grog. Alright, back to Revenant's Toll once more. Hello there, Brangwine. I hear you can assist me with a little problem. Or more specifically, you might be willing to let me have this mysterious map which may lead the way to Alexandrite, which I need? Why, hello there, young one. What can old Brangwine do for you, Yeah, I got this map from your son. I was hoping you would let me have it. Oh my, a mysterious map. My drunken lout of a son has you running errands, I see. For that, I apologize. Rest assured he will be suitably disciplined for his indiscretion. Yeah, I was hoping I could have them. Why do I collect these maps, you ask? Well, it just so happens they remove kitchen stains like a charm. Something to do with a special ink they bear, I believe. If you want your kitchen to be spotless like mine, I wouldn't be averse to parting with a map or 3. My son keeps my stores constantly replenished, you see. In exchange, I ask that you bring me, well, let us say, articles found upon adventurers who misadventured. The gods know they have no further need for their worldly possessions, so you need not feel guilty. Where are these articles like to be found? Why, where the deadliest creatures prowl, of course. Adventurers are drawn to them like moths to a flame, are they not? By your questioning look, I take it you're wondering what interest I have in such salvaged items. You have secrets that you'd sooner take to the grave, do you not? Let me keep mine, young one, and I will let you keep yours. I don't think I trust you, actually. But now a repeatable quest is available from Brang Wine. Completing the quest will earn us a mysterious map, and we can complete it once per day. And I assume you did not let us keep the map. I don't see it anywhere, so yeah, I'm assuming you did not let us keep the map. Unfortunate. So yes, we can do this daily quest in order to earn mysterious maps once per day. And in order to complete this quest, we need to complete the level 50, 60, 70, 80 dungeon roulette in the duty finder. This specific roulette will be what gives us the items we need to trade to Brang Wine for one mysterious map. So we can get one per day from her by doing this roulette. Alternatively, the other way to get mysterious maps, and the way I actually prefer, because it's not going to give me excessive amounts of experience, given I am horribly over-leveled right now, I don't really want to be above level 50, and my Scholar and Summoner are at level 60, given I don't want to get the excessive experience from the level 50, 60, etc. roulette, my preferred method, mysterious map exchange with Oriana. Looking to get your hands on some Alexandrite, are you? I have a map right here which should lead you to a buried cache. For 75 elegant tomestones of poetics, it's yours. Thank you. Here, sealed for your peace of mind, you may decipher at your leisure. So, 75 poetics for one map, or daily repeatable quests for one map. Either way, it gives you a map that leads to Alexandrite. So you could do that once per day and then spend poetics to get the rest if you wish. And of course, the other method to get Alexandrite is doing fates. Fates will give, I want to say at best, 1 to 3 pieces of Alexandrite, while the mysterious maps are guaranteed to give 5 Alexandrite. Always 5. It used to be a random amount that could be up to 5, but nowadays it's always 5. Okay, I believe I recognize that area. No? Is it not up there? No, it doesn't quite match up. Let's see, where else could it be? Oh, it's right down here. Got it. So that's going to be over by St. Coinox Find. So let's get going over there. And of course, if you haven't unlocked or done treasure hunting before, you either need to unlock it or you need to do the fates in order to get your Alexandrite. At least you don't have specific fates you need to do this time around. It's just any fate has a chance. More like the Atma grind than the book grind. Okay. So it should be right around here. Let's get digging. And there's our coffer. Hello there, Gelid Eye. I'm not going to be showing all the possible map locations for the mysterious maps. I believe most of them I get will put you in Mordona, East Shroud, a couple other areas. Honestly, I really do like the treasure hunting. It at least tells you what general map you need to look in. And the landmarks are generally distinctive enough you can track it down. Now please, Gelid Eye, please go away already. Just let me have the treasure coffer and everything will be fine. There we go. God, you were a bit of a beefy one, though. Alright, 5 pieces of Alexandrite. We need 75 in total. So I'll be back once I have all of the Alexandrite. Alright, we're back. I got all 75 Alexandrite. But I think I actually forgot to get the Sphere Scroll out of Hubertin. I thought you would have just given it to me, but I don't think you did. Okay, give me a Sphere Scroll. Using the superior enchanted ink you bring, I shall prepare a Sphere Scroll bearing arcanimal patterns for enhancing your relic. Yeah, I kind of thought you would just give it to me, given that I came here to continue the quest with the ink, but oh well. Give me the Omnilix Sphere Scroll. Creating a Sphere Scroll Omnilix requires 3 bottles of superior enchanted ink. I have it. By virtue of rote and the blinking of an eye, your Sphere Scroll is ready. You are at liberty to infuse it with a materia of your choosing, assuming it's compatible, that is. Alright, we've obtained a Sphere Scroll. To infuse it with materia, access it in our inventory, then select Infuse from the subcommands. Once we have fully infused the Sphere Scroll with materia, we may present it to Jalzon to have the corresponding relic weapon enhanced. By infusing Sphere Scrolls with the materia of your choice, you can enhance a relic weapon animus as you see fit. To infuse the Sphere Scroll with materia, you select Infuse from its subcommands. Each Sphere Scroll can be infused with up to 7 types of materia, granting a bonus to attributes, casting times, and more. Please note that up to 5 materia can be infused onto a single scroll, that is materia types. So there's 7 available types that we can choose from, but we can only select 5 of those types. Materia will be consumed upon infusion. Well, while grade 1 materia will suffice for initial infusions, progressively higher grades of materia will be required to enhance an attribute past certain points. Moreover, there are limits as to how many times a given attribute may be enhanced. Each infusion requires the use of a catalyst known as Alexandrite. Alexandrite can be obtained in exchange for allied seals, or found by traveling to locations marked on mysterious maps, obtained through select quests. The material can also be obtained by participating in fates with your relic weapon animus equipped. Once you have fully infused the Sphere Scroll with materia, Jalzon can use it to enhance the corresponding relic weapon animus. In the future, it will be possible to undo this process and apply different enhancements should you so desire. So yeah, you can change which materia you've infused at a later time. You just have to go through the entire Sphere Scroll infusion process again. Now, thanks to 1, foresight, and 2, a bunch of friends saving up grade 1 to grade 4 materia for me, look at all the materia I have. All of this materia I have available for use in improving my relic weapons. For the sake of the Scholar weapon, I'm going to be doing critical hit determination and direct hit. I considered doing spell speed and piety, but I did some math based on equipment that I intend to get later on, and based on how fast I want my GCD to eventually be. And I don't actually need any spell speed buffs on this relic weapon, just because of the specific equipment I intend to get, as well as the specific speed of global cooldown I intend to aim for long term. So yeah, I don't need to worry about quick arm because that's for melee classes, or physical classes rather, and spell speed, don't need to worry about that because other equipment will already suffice for that for my purposes. And piety, I'm not too worried about. I think we'll have enough piety for basically everything we intend to do in A Realm Reborn. Battle Dance is specifically for tanks, and yeah, that's about it for the materia I have. So, critical hit is generally going to be your best stat for almost every job. So, yeah, I'm going to be prioritizing critical hit, especially Scholar really loves critical hit because it affects their shields in addition to their damage. It's a really, really good stat to increase. Determination is just a flat increase to damage, and direct hit is an occasional increase of 25% damage. With higher direct hit rate giving higher probability of that happening. So the specific way the infusion works, you have to do exactly 75 materia on a single weapon. No more, no less. And for each stat you improve, you start with the grade 1 materia. You can't do grade 2, 3, 4 until you have finished grade 1. So let's start doing that. Let's start infusing our critical hit 1. And we're just gonna go for a bit. We can see there's a success rate of 100%. So we don't need to worry about this failing or anything. But as we infuse more materia, we will come to a point where, not quite yet, I think the next one. Yeah, no, not this one. The next one maybe? Or is it the 7th? Crap, when do they start? When does the success rate start dropping? I guess it's the 7th, maybe the 8th even? I'm glad it lasts longer than I thought before it starts dropping, but... Okay, here we go. At the 7th one, our success rate starts dropping. That's fine. We have plenty of materia. Statistically, we have way more than enough. Which is good, because I'm doing multiple relic weapons. You're gonna need a ton of materia for this step. A ton. Way more than just the 75 that it says, because of that chance of failure. 72%. So far, no failures, I think. 60%. Oh, there's our first failure. Fair enough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. We've got plenty of materia, but still, I don't want to waste too many. There we go. So, once we have finished a tier, and one tier is 11 materia, we move on to the second grade. Once we have infused 11 of the grade 2 materia, we move on to grade 3, and then grade 4. The maximum we can put into one set is 44 points, and 75 points total across all of the sets. Each tier you hit, specifically aiming for those tiers of 11 points, 22 points, 33 points, etc. Specifically aiming for those tiers will give you extra bonuses as you level up to higher tiers of relic weapon. I believe it's for every 11 points into a stat, you get a certain amount of extra points for each further rank up in your actual relic weapon. So it is a good idea to generally aim for those 11-point tiers, but you can't get all of the stats exactly onto a tier. We would need 77 max points for that. But that's fine. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be aiming for 44 points in critical hit, and then 22 points in determination, and 9 points in direct hit. So I'm going to go ahead and work on this for a little bit. One last note that's worth pointing out. Even if you fail to infuse a materia, you keep the Alexandrite. You can't lose an Alexandrite to failure. So you grind out your 75 Alexandrite, you don't need to worry about it. Failing a materia just loses the materia, it does not lose the Alexandrite, you're safe. Anyways, I'll be back once I have finished infusing my weapon with materia, and then we can go hand it over to Jelzan. Okay, turns out I was slightly wrong in how the sphere scrolls work. Not entirely. Some of the stats you can increase, like direct hit rate, have a lower cap than the others. For anything that has a cap of 44, I was correct. For things like direct hit rate, which have a lower cap, it looks like the specific number of materia you need per tier is a little bit different. It was like 3 grade 1 materia, and then I moved into the grade 2 immediately after that, where it was like 11 materia per tier or something like that. It's a little bit different when there's a lower cap, but some of them do have a lower cap for some reason. Anyways, I guess I can also say that what I ended up going with is 44 critical hit, 16 determination, and 15 direct hit. So direct hit, I think, may have actually hit the its own third tier. I'll have to check. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe if I had been aware of the way that it was slightly different, maybe I would have done the stat distribution a little differently, but direct hit is for Scholar about as good as determination, so I'm not too upset about getting it a little bit funky. At the very least, both of them hit at least one tier of their own stats, so Let's head on over to Jelzon and deliver the materia. Well, deliver the sphere scroll. And then we can get our next stage relic weapon. Hello there, Jelzon. Let me just go ahead and unequip the Omnilix Animus, so we have something else equipped and we can actually hand it over to you. Cognitome, there we go. Alright. Through my art, I shall transfer the sphere scroll's light energy to your relic. Lend me the object you wish enhanced, and I shall see the deed done. Yeah, it is right here. Magnificent! The sphere scroll shines as the stars in the heavens. When your relic receives of its power, it will be enhanced like so. Okay. Overall determination? Determination is new compared to... No, hold on, I was reading it wrong. Okay, mine goes up by 5 points, vitality goes up by 5 points, we lose spell speed, that's fine. We lose 12 determination, we gain 7 direct hit rate, and we gain 44 critical hit rate. Alright, sounds good. As you will it, I shall finish the task that you and Hubertin have started. This will take but a moment. O mighty Relic of Eld, receive of this scroll the memories of toil and triumph, and with thy newfound light illuminate this adventurer's path. It is done. Take up your weapon anew, my friend, and bask in its radiance. The radiance of a newborn star. Our relic weapon Animus has been reborn through the power of Materia. If we wish to have another relic weapon Animus enhanced, we may do so by repeating the process of infusing a sphere scroll with Materia, then presenting it to Jelzon. Alright, I might be a little bit more careful with future relic weapon. What is this one called? Novus. I might be a little bit more careful with future Novus weapons I make, just because it looks like it's not quite how I expected it to be, and that's fine. Oh, right. Okay, that's true. Duh. The healer weapons start off with a base 9 direct hit rate. That's why it was funky. Oh goodness, okay, that's probably the explanation. Anyways, now that I have finished off this Novus, I'll probably be working on more off screen. I'll be a little bit more careful with how I build them. Ow. Dropped my controller, and it banged into my foot. Ow. Anyways, just because it's a little bit different from how I expected, that's fine. I didn't really care too much about the stats when I was doing it on my main because I was level 90 then, and these weapons were just for glamour and bragging rights. But since I'm actually using this weapon, yeah, I'm going to be more careful in the next ones I make. Anyways, that's it for relic weapons for now. There are more steps coming. We are, I want to say, over halfway at this point. If I scroll up in my checklist, yeah, we are now over halfway. The Animus was the halfway point. So this puts us a little over halfway. We'll be making more progress in future patches, of course, as we get to when the next steps of the relic weapons were introduced. But I think we are past the most tedious parts of it. I want to say the Materia step is the most expensive, but there's one step that might be more expensive just based on RNG and based on market board availability. But yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm overall happy with this. I am kind of tempted to redo it, actually. It's fine. Anyways, it's a good weapon. It is a very good weapon. Oh my god, before we go, I forgot one important thing. I forgot to show off the Novus weapons for the other jobs as well. Okay, let's see. So, let's start off with the Paladin. We've seen the Animus. Novus was the next one we did, right? I'm remembering right? Oh god, it's been a couple weeks actually. I went to edit the video and I'm like, oh wait, shoot, I never showed the other weapons. Yeah, I think it's Novus that's next. Okay, so let's start taking a look. First off, the Paladin weapon. Let's go ahead and draw it. Since it's going to be the same model, but it's going to just have different effects on it. Kind of a yellowish glowy with particles. I wish we could back out and check the next down the list without backing all the way out of the menu. Okay, so next up is The shield. Same effects as on the sword, though with less particles and more of like a... I would call it a shield glow effect. I don't know, it just looks... It looks shielding to me. Okay, after Paladin we have Monk. Again, same model. Really looks like they're on fire. Next down the list is the Ragnarok, which is going to be the warrior weapon. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be basically the same effects on all of the weapons, just some of them will have more particles, and some of them will have more of a focus on other types of... yeah. Makes sense that they would keep it fairly consistent from job to job, just apply to a different weapon. Alright, Dragoon weapon. Ooh, it's more of a blue, like a white-blue glow. Next down the list is the Bard weapon. Oh-ho! Oh, that's a bit different. That's got the real shiny glow. Look at that. Alright, next down the list, we've got the ninja weapon. I continue to really like the ninja's particle effects. Like, I really like that. Like, that specifically stands out to me in a really good way. I love that. Okay, next down is... this would be White Mage, I believe? Yes, White Mage. Okay, next up is Black Mage. Black Mage also looking really good. It helps that Ninja and Black Mage are very distinctly different from the rest of the weapons and the way their particles work. But I really do like that. Okay, next up is going to be the Summoner weapon. Similar effects to the bow. I do like it, though I imagine that is really hard to read. And then I don't think we really took the moment, a moment to get a good look at the Scholar weapon, so let's take a look at that as well. Same effects as on the Bard and the Summoner weapon. And again, I don't know how you're supposed to read this as a Scholar. Poor Satora, she really needs those glasses now. No wonder she needs glasses. Alright, there we go. Showed off all the weapons of the Novus tier. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut back to past me. But next time on Final Fantasy XIV, what are we doing? Next time, now that we have finished off this relic step, who's ready to return to the Binding Coils? It's time to resume our investigations alongside Alize. I'll see everyone next time for that.